Welcome back to day 7 of Swansea Lifelong Learning brush lettering videos. I'm Judith Porch and today I'm going to be explaining to you how to do the anti-clockwise arched letters. So we've done the downstroke, we've done an upstroke, and we've combined those to create the clockwise arches. So this is what we have done. So the downstroke, then lifting that, springing out halfway up, very light pressure till you get to 12 o'clock, and then start to increase the pressure to get that downward stroke. So today we're going to do the anti-clockwise. So I'm going to start with the U. So you come down, then as you get to the bottom you need to lift the pressure. So you create this curved shape, then tilt your pen upright so that you can go up and then back down with another downstroke. So that's the U shape. So the T is exactly the same as this, but with a higher start point. Now it's not as tall as a letter H, but it's a bit taller than the X height, so the body height of the lettering. So we're starting a bit higher, come down, and again lift to get that curve, and then you can extend that around a little bit, and then your crossbar is simply a straight line across. So with the W, again this is the curved W, so it's the same as 2 U's. So pulling up, cover that over, lift your pressure, and go up. You can do a slight heavier downstroke at the end just to give an extra bit of weight on the end there. Just tidy that up. And then the Y, you're going to come down as the body height again below the line, and as I get to the bottom I'm going to do the same and lift the pen as I get towards the bottom, but it's actually going in the opposite direction to what it was here. So again, same as a U, lift your pressure, then push your stroke up, and then come down until you get to the baseline, or just stop a little bit above the baseline, lift your pressure, and then you can always add your final line on the end. With time and experience you can give that a little bit of a flick and it will give you a fine line on the end, but obviously when you're starting off that's quite tricky. So let me attempt to show that to you now as a left-hander. So if I was doing, say, a W, this across, there's no guarantee how this is going to turn out. So again, taking the pressure off towards the bottom, and then turn your hand across, come up, and then press again. Now what you should be doing when you're doing an upstroke is releasing the pressure on the pen, so you're holding it more lightly. I'm gripping mine like a vice now to try and control it with my opposite hand. And you can press a little bit harder at the top just to get that thickening of the stroke here. And a T would be starting above, lighten the pressure. I think it would make sense to go right to left there. And for the Y, press, come down, lift the pressure, some very dodgy looking letters here. So keep coming down, release your pressure, and then if you can take it round the corner. That's actually slightly easier to do as a left-hander than it is as a right-hander. So apologies for these very shaky letters. The important thing again with this is your letter widths. So if you're doing a very compressed letter, which some of you may well be doing, that's perfectly fine, but you need them to be matching. So if you're doing a narrow letter, then your letters will need to be like this. May just squeeze a Y in here. So depending on how wide your letters are, you need to be consistent with your spacing. So if this spacing in here is like that, then this needs to be the same here. If this is your spacing here, needs to match there. I think that's probably a little bit wide, too wide. But you can see these match and these. So they all need to match as a group. So these match together, but they don't match these, even though it's the same style. So practice your consistent widths of your letters and taking the pressure off, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.